Today we're asking the question, does he actually think we're stupid? Because Montana Millz, of course Michael from Love After Lockup, is back with another round of nonsense. But is the Lawd community buying it? Well, I'm here to investigate. So let's find out together, shall we? Hello and welcome to Lawd Lukan. It's time to check your watch and make sure it's not 2023 again, as we check out the new old news from Millz Central. On today's show, new old trainers, anyone?
Got another shipment of the Montana Millz sneakers.
Who's been AIing the Maserati logo? And what's all this about a tour? All this and more right here on the Lawd Lukan channel.
Juju's gonna rinse, I just empty the bowl, bitch!
Good day, ça va, and domo to you. Big loves to those who've subscribed, you beautiful people. And a year of every coffee to the lords and ladies of the Lukan Manor. Now, mon petit point, you might remember when big deal rapper and ex-fentanyl pusher, Montana Millz, arrived on our screens back in 2023, he brought his very own brand of merch with him. But hang on, if we're doing merch, I'd better wear some too. Check this out. Anyways, do you remember this? Those trainers that he was selling for $999, but were actually AliExpress ones for $17. Well, I'm sure he won't try that old trick again. Hang on a second.
Yo, what's up, man? This in. Got another shipment of the Montana Millz sneakers. As you can see, check these out. These bad boys right here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? These are the tarantulas. That's what we call them. Tap in right now. We got 150 pairs left. If y'all want a pair, hit my DM.
150 pairs? Wow. And he said it sold out. You know, like when he said that they'd sold out. But he'd actually just got a cease and desist from Maserati. I mean, nobody's actually that stupid to fall for that sort of thing, are they? Hang on a second. Check out those bad boys. I love how they've been combined with a pair of Jeremy Clarkson jeans. Nice. Anyway, that's enough of this thing. But no, apparently they were lit. Yes. Well, I would have lit that shit on fire if I was him. So, if you missed out the first time, well, don't worry, fashion fans. You now have a second chance to get ripped off by Millz and Juju. And shipping is an option, apparently, you know, so you'd have to pop over and pick it up yourself. Unfortunately, there's no option to just chuck them in the bin, so, we work on that. But how can you justify such a price tag on a piece of rubbish? Well, luckily, we've got the man himself to explain it all to us. The reason why the price is so high is because I didn't want to have to put something out for $200 and then have people want to haggle and say, well, just give them to me for $100. I'll give you $1, but, I expect change. I felt like if I go high, then I can negotiate somewhere in the middle, Michael said, adding that no one pays that much for the shoe. I never allow anybody to give us that much money. Ah, I see, so the price is really high because he's a really nice guy and just wants you to get a better deal. But, somewhere in the middle is still about $500. So he wants to make about $483 per pair. That's a little bit like exploiting your fan base, isn't it? I'm not exploiting people. Yes, you are. I'm not. Well, okay, yes, you're not exactly, but that's because nobody's buying them. The thing about exploitation is that it requires people to be exploited in order to be exploitation. So now he's lumbered with 150 pairs of cheap-looking foot trauma. But it's not just about getting a good deal. No, he says he's making a statement. I just wanted to make a statement in the fashion world. Y'all can sell it for this price, I could do it too. Ah, so it's sort of a pseudo-socio-political statement, presumably about how brands can charge large prices because they've built a presence in the luxury market. But at the same time, what's good for Prada is good for Millz. Because, it's very, potato, right? The slight difference is that the brands have built their reputation on years of producing high-quality-ish products and years of establishing a huge profile. And, he's just an ex-drug dealer off the TV who spent years establishing that he's happy to fake his own value. Hundreds of people are in my inbox asking about the shoes. Yeah, they are. Yeah, saying, what the fuck are you up to, son? Asking how come you're charging so damn much. They don't care what they're saying online. you mean you don't care what they're saying online? Anyway, people will rock with you. They gonna rock with you. They support you. He shared. So I actually appreciate the people who are talking about me because they're actually bringing traffic to the website. Yeah, it's great. It's great marketing when people come to your website and give you a 2-star rating and trash your trash on your very own website. Because traffic is traffic, right? Who actually cares about selling the stuff you spent thousands buying when you can make nothing off them coming to your website? Wow, that's entrepreneurial. I wonder if that'll come up later. But has he actually ordered a bunch more shoes? Or is he just trying to get rid of that basement load of gear that nobody was interested in buying? Maybe try to recoup a little bit of that cost so he can afford to pay for, the video shoots that nobody watches? Well, the company that actually makes these delights of a shoe, the Quanzhou Jiaxin Shoe and Clothing Company Limited, don't actually sell these anymore. I know, right? Where are we going to get our quality shoes from now? I can feel your disappointment from here. But don't worry, my delightful viewer. They haven't just got rid of them, they've upgraded them. See? The 2021 Blade High Quality Training Jogging Shoe Breathable Sneakers Men's Shoes Footwear. That's catchy. And now with EU conforming standards. Good job. So now they won't catch fire if you look at them funny. So, how much do you think he spent on them? As we can see, you have to order at least 100 pairs in order to get them. Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's start an order, shall we? Right, so let's get a nice range of sizes, shall we? Chuck a few numbers in here. A few more of the larger sizes there, because presumably this is more of a man's shoe. Maths fail there. Okay, there we go. 150 pairs. Well, that's just a little case of £258 or $3,454. And just a matter of £375 or 503 of your delightful dollars for shipping. Giving us a total of £2,955.39 or $3,966.38. But of course that doesn't include the customizations. So he couldn't have ordered some more shoes, mostly because these are the older shoe, and also because he's been spunking his money on his luxury car rental business. The one where he can't afford to actually fix the cars. And of course those music videos. Good job. So not only has he been spending his cash on trying to rebrand trash, but he's got some competition. Yes indeed, My Suck. Yeah, that's an apt name, isn't it? They're also trying to bang them out. But they, of course, didn't go to all the trouble of customizing them. That they just want 249,999 Ugandan shillings. Cash on delivery, which is roughly about $71. Now, it's not only the merch that Millz and Juju are back trying to sell you, they're also back to the idea of being successful rappers. And yes, she is too now, apparently. Check out the bio. Recording artist. Yes, indeedy. The self-described dynamic power couple. Yeah, shut up. Have even launched the January leg of their 2026 tour under the Jam Entertainment heading. Jam Entertainment? Jam Entertainment. That's not Justine and Michael Entertainment, is it? Yeah, I guess it doesn't work the other way around, as in Madge Entertainment. More like sort of Vag Entertainment, really. I'm also guessing that this list of tour destinations isn't actually in the order that they'll be doing them, or the tour will look something like this. Organisation. I do wonder if the tour will be as successful as his album launch party. Yeah, no one turned up. Well, this guy did. One of the new Klingons that he's got. Alongside Jay, the clout-chasing barber, who just wants to be the main character too, please. And the new guy, also known as Worldwide Reels. This guy is on the hypey Millz train too. Sort of not so much of a train, it's more of a bicycle or a roller skate maybe. All the way to Texas on tour.
A la gente lo que lo llena los ojos es que se montó un avión hoy, que se montó un avión mañana.
Yeah. Good job. Something about, tomorrow, mañana, possibly, I don't know. And here he is with Jay, the give me 100k clout-chasing barber. About to cut his cock off by the looks of it. Or maybe give him a bit of the old reach around. And what's with Millzy's shoe? Looks like one of those special shoes you get when one leg is slightly longer than the other. Man, here we can see Millz in Texas too. But shh, don't ask where the kids are when all this is going on. But I'm sure someone somewhere is probably, looking after them or something, while mummy and daddy are off pretending to be famous rappers. Anyways, we can see the lesser spotted Millz right here in the wilds of Texas.
Run through the map like a glitch in the law.
That makes no sense at all, does it? Running through the map like a glitch in the law. What? Never mind. They probably just needed a word to rhyme with door. Ah, yes, the best he came up with was law. Good job. Maybe he said map because he'd been playing Fortnite or Call of Duty or something. He could have said, running through the map, bodies on the floor, 808 bangs with a kick to the door. Now that would have made a little bit of sense at least. But, Millz's the rapper, not me.
I'm counting the land, what you counting the fame. I'm giving them pressure, you do it for name.
Which is also a pretty odd thing to say. He's counting the Lambos while we're counting our fame. So, we're famous and he's a valet?
Legacy loaded, encrypted the scroll. Flow like a puzzle that's missing the soul.
Oh, I can kind of see what he's trying to say. Flow like a puzzle that's sort of missing a bit of his soul. So he's kind of a soul jigsaw that's missing a piece. But they say, you should write about what you know. So he knows all about jigsaws and Fortnite. Haha, good job.
Juju's gonna rinse, I just empty the bowl, bitch.
And I bet she was like, Michael, you can't do a song without mentioning me. And he was like, oh, Justine, I'm a big manly rapper now. Can't I just do one song with her? Michael Patrick Albert Tarquin Persaud. Do as you're told. So in order to honour her, he writes a bit where she's doing the laundry and rinsing it in a bowl. Now that's gangster. Did the washing machine break down or something? Are times that hard that you need a bowl for this? Do you need some money? So essentially he's saying that Juju is in charge and he just kind of empties out the dirty water afterwards. Wow, way to go to make yourself sound important. He's even got himself a brand new, fresh, spankingly lovely logo that's kind of totally not really just the inverted Maserati logo again. Ah, yes, what a delight. Big old Y there in the middle, because people are still asking, why is he rapping this bad after so long? You would have thought he'd gotten it a little bit better at this. And a little 444 in the top there. That's how many kids they have, presumably. Still, a national tour like that? They must have been really promoting this. Is there no cutaway for that bit? Guess not, but they do have a lovely new website, which does have a bit that says tour dates, but there's nothing there. In fact, it doesn't really have anything that it says that it does have, which, that's mighty familiar, isn't it? But what it does have is a bio for both Millz and Juju. Check it out, he's even flexing his socials. Wow, 2.5k subs on YouTube. Mr. Beast must be sweating his feastables. Also, 7 and a bit K on Spotify. Ah, okay, yeah, maybe not. Although that's not bad for him. But you do have to wonder how much of it is genuine views and how much he's paid for. Like here on his latest video, Eruption, where YouTube had to correct his views as there was some suspicious activity. And here on the video before, which has the same suspiciously suspicious jumps. Wow, it seems that a few thousands of people suddenly decided to watch the same video on the same day, but not at all at any other time. And that's not at all suspicious. It also says, his growing influence has even caught the attention of Virgin Music Group, leading to a prestigious distribution deal and a partnership with Create Digital Music. Now, if he did have a deal with Virgin Music Group, which I'm sure we all know is a work of fantasy fiction, how come his tour is with Jam Entertainment? Man, not this Jam Entertainment, or this Jam Entertainment. I mean, come on now, at least Google that shit before you start calling yourself something. But shh, my shushy bits, maybe it's legit. What about this Create Music Group thing? It is an actual thing. They basically make studios available, give you access to stuff, and promote producers. But it's not just big old famous Millz that they've got on their books. No, no, no. They've got these guys, and one of them is Brick, and he had a hit in 1976 with Daz. They also have this guy, TU Savant, the special needs rapper. And no giggling at the back, thank you very much. Nothing funny about that. Speaking of special needs, Millz has another company and website going on called the Montana Mills Corp. Ah, yes, I guess that doesn't work either. Yes. I guess that's what you call consistency. But the Montana Millz Corp did actually exist. They even went ahead and registered it. But back to the bios. Now Juju has one too. And that's where the writer of all this crap, presumably one of these two winners, really lets their creativity flow. And doesn't let a pesky thing like the facts get in the way of the business. Justine, Queen Juju Persaud, hailing from Pawtucket, Rhode Island, has transformed her passion for dancing into a global phenomenon. Global phenomenon. Wow, I didn't realise we were in the presence of such greatness. No evidence of it anywhere on the internet, of course, but shh, don't worry about, little pesky details like that. She was, of course, moaning about having to do dancing the other day, saying how her mother, pour me another sherry, had forced her into flinging herself around on stage and winning awards. Her dynamic presence and undeniable talent. Yeah. Led her to star alongside her husband Michael, Montana Millz Persaud, in the acclaimed reality TV series Love After Lockup, where their compelling journey unfolded over 6 consecutive seasons. No, it didn't. Does she know what consecutive means? Does she know what 6 means? She was in season 4 of Love After Lockup, then in the subsequent season of Life After Lockup, and then appeared again in season 7 of Life After Lockup. So, Mass fans, that makes it 3. Isn't it crazy how people like this just tend to rewrite their history to sound a bit more amazing? While I was checking these two out, I came across one of these net worth websites, where they fabricate people's worth to make them sound better than they actually are. Check out Millz's one. Highlights and achievements. Achievement. Grammy nomination. Details. Best rap album. Year unspecified. Yeah, I know. Billboard Hot 100 hits, Take It to the Streets, which apparently reached number 4, and 4 other singles. Which is quite funny because the only song with the name Take It to the Streets was recorded by the Doobie Brothers in 1976. Reality TV fame, star of Love After Lockup and Life After Lockup. Wow, blimey, something genuine on the list. Who'd have thought it? But also, Entrepreneur of the Year nominee 2024 for Millz Apparel. Entrepreneur of the Year. Yes, there it is. Maybe that shoe business of his, for example, the one where he's still got 150 pairs of unsold trainers that he's paid nearly $4,000 for. Yeah, whoa, steady on there, Branson. Net worth milestone. Crossed 20 million mark in early 2025. Wow, he's been secretly busy, isn't he? Even though he admitted he's got no money. And has to borrow it from his mum. Haha, that's gangster. So that's the Montana Millz comeback tour and apparel relaunch aroma. A tour that was so exclusive that only him and his yes men bothered to turn up. People can reinvent themselves as many times as they like. It's the beauty of being a human being. But reinvention only really works if it's built on something real. And if you strip away the fake tours, the imaginary accolades, and the recycled sneakers, what you're left with is a man who keeps trying to outrun his own story. And one day, maybe he'll stop running long enough to write a true one. Thank you so much for watching, and for all your lovely comments about this new style of video. And as you may have noticed, I've decided to retire this guy. Thank you so much for your service, Lukan Avatar, but I'll take it from here. So if you like what I do, then please do like, subscribe, and check out one of these little beauties. And until I see you again, stay beautiful, love to my 3. You take care of yourself.
Please subscribe now for our like. Thank you.